Santiago del Carmen Maria, the queen of crowning thought. I speak truth unapologetically. It's my reign of reality and empowerment.
Holiday presser disaster with this orange tyrant. Listen up, you all, because I have to spill the tea on this ridiculous spectacle that unfolded at the orange tyrant's so-called holiday press conference, where this overinflated windbag thought he could strut around spewing his usual nonsense without anyone calling him out. But nope. One tough question and boom, he slams the damn table like a spoiled brat denied his favorite toy, and then hightails it out of there faster than you can say fake news, leaving everyone in the room probably rolling their eyes or trying not to laugh at how utterly pathetic that looked. Ha ha. I mean, come on, is this the leader some people still worship? A guy who can't even handle a simple cue and without throwing a full-blown tantrum. I'm telling you straight, this isn't just some harmless gaffe or bad day at the office. Oh hell no. This is the orange tyrant exposing his rotten core for the world to see, that fragile ego cracking wide open because deep down he knows his house of lies is about to collapse. And I firmly believe he pays these shady criminals to go out and commit all sorts of crimes. Yeah, just like he bankrolled those January 6th morons to rampage through the Capitol. All so he could fabricate some wild story to justify going after Democrats, or use it as his golden excuse to unleash federal goons on our local police forces and dominate everything like the power-hungry despot he is. It's all tied to his desperate bid for an insurrection. Folks, anything to dodge those damning Epstein files that are lurking out there ready to blow his cover wide open, scrubbing his name from the records while he schemes to cling to control no matter the cost. And this man is nothing short of a traitor, betraying every principle this country stands for just to save his own sorry ass, yelling about loyalty while stabbing everyone in the back who doesn't bow down to his cult of personality. That's exactly why he despises being questioned so much, because any real scrutiny shreds his flimsy plans to pieces, revealing the chaos underneath. And right now, he's spiraling completely out of control, like a loose cannon that needs to be impeached, yanked from power, and convicted before he causes even more damage. And seriously, is nobody else picking up on this? How this guy operates like a full-fledged terrorist, ready to pull any dirty trick in the book to evade those files, maintain his iron grip. And yeah, he had plenty of time to tamper with evidence and erase his tracks, probably cackling about it in his gilded tower with his enablers cheering him on. Oh, the roast potential here is endless. Picture this orange buffoon pounding the table in rage, face turning shades of red that clash with his spray tan, and then storming off because heaven forbid someone doesn't feed his endless need for adoration. It's hilarious in a dark way, but also terrifying because this is the same idiot who incites violence and then plays the victim, paying off criminals to create the very problems he claims to solve, inventing persecution tales to hound Democrats while he pushes for police dominance that overrides our communities, turning local law into his personal enforcement squad. And let's not forget his obsession with that insurrection vibe, whipping up crowds to chaos as a smokescreen for his Epstein evasions, staying one step ahead of the truth that could bury him for good, controlling the narrative at all costs, even if it means burning down democracy in the process. And I'm over here shouting from the rooftops because someone has to. This traitor won't stop until he's forced to, impeached and removed like the cancer he is, convicted on every count that's piling up against him. Can you imagine the behind-the-scenes meltdown after he ran off, probably ranting to his yes-men about how unfair it all is, while the rest of us are left dealing with the fallout of his unhinged behavior. And honestly, who isn't exhausted by this endless cycle of drama? But damn it. I'll keep mocking him relentlessly because he deserves every insult hurled his way, this terrorist masquerading as a statesman, doing whatever slimy shit it takes to avoid accountability and hold on to power like a leech. I'm anti-MAGA all the way, those deluded followers lapping up his garbage as if it's truth serum, but not me. I'm fearless in calling out the bullshit, careless about ruffling feathers, honest to the point of brutality, and bold enough to say fuck the consequences. Let's roast this orange tyrant until he's crispy, because his plans crumble under pressure, destroyed by simple questions that expose the voids in his logic, and he's out of control, needing that impeachment hammer to drop hard and fast. Is it not obvious to everyone that he's a terrorist at heart, engineering crises through paid proxies, just like January 6th, where he funded the attack to sow division, and then exploited it for political gain, prosecuting opponents while dreaming of dominating cops nationwide? All as a diversion from those Epstein files he desperately wants buried, and with all the time he had, he probably did erase chunks of evidence. But the truth has a way of leaking out, especially when he freaks out publicly like at that presser. God, the tables slam heard round the world, running off in a cowardly sprint. What a joke. A pathetic display from someone who pretends to be tough, but folds like cheap paper under fire, and I'm laughing my ass off at how it underscores his weaknesses. This so-called strongman reduced to fleeing a room full of reporters. Ha ha ha, but seriously, yell it with me. This guy is a traitor through and through, paying for crimes to fabricate excuses, inventing stories to target Democrats, pushing for forceful takeovers of local law enforcement, all in service of his insurrection fantasies to evade justice and stay king of the hill. We can't ignore it anymore, the way he hates questions that derail his schemes, completely unhinged and begging for removal, conviction, the works, because noticing his terrorist tactics is crucial. He'll stop at nothing to dodge those files and maintain control. Having had ample opportunity to sanitize his involvement, but cracks are showing, like in that holiday disaster where he lost it spectacularly. Screw the politeness. I'm intense about this, sarcastic as hell with my bad attitude shining through, straight-shooting every insult because the orange tyrant earns them daily, mocking his every move, roasting his failures, and carelessly dismissing his defenders. Because intelligence demands we see through the facade, and boldness requires we speak up loud. This presser gone wrong is just the latest in his string of embarrassments, slamming and running like a scared child, paid criminals in his pocket for future plots, January 6th style, inventing prosecutions, dominating forces, insurrection dreams to hide Epstein's sins, traitor label sticking hard. Hating questions that destroy plans, out of control needing impeachment now, terrorist evading files with time to erase. Yeah, that's the gist, and I'm yelling it because whispering won't cut it. Damn, it's cathartic to unload on this fool. Watching him unravel brings a savage joy, and I hope you're all nodding along, exclaiming hell yes, laughing at the absurdity, because we deserve freedom from his tyranny. MAGA, please note, I was not talking to you and I do not need puppeteers' permission to speak up. And God, do I fearlessly speak my mind. I just want to thank you all, like, share, and follow to stay connected. I am Santiago del Carmen Maria, the queen of crowning thoughts, because I say it like it is. Copyright 2025 independent writer, crowning thoughts truth speaker, AI video content creator, writer, blogger, Santiago DC Maria. All rights reserved.